Hello, guys, and this is episode 8 of the Whips Nation podcast. I'm your host, Alex, and our guest today is Whipsnakes close defenseman and two-time PLL champion, Bryce Young. Bryce talks about his physical play on the field, his new role at High Point University, and getting ready for the new season. It's going to be a good one, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. 3, 2, 1. Hey Whips Nation, this is Alex with the Whips Nation podcast. We got Bryce Young on the pod. How you doing, Bryce?
What's going on, Alex? Thanks for having me, man. Excited to be here.
Of course. It's great to have you, and I was really excited to have you as a guest, Bryce, because unbeknownst to you, the fans, I haven't told anybody this, but you, I think, are the biggest hitter on the Whips, okay? You got the fans going last season before that. It was kind of between you and Ty Warner for biggest hitter. So how'd you learn to hit? Did you play football before lacrosse? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Well, first, thanks. I'll take whatever I can get.
Of course.
But yeah, played football my whole life throughout my youth career and halfway through my high school career. And I played baseball my whole life. I started playing lacrosse when I was a freshman in high school, but I kind of have always kept that physicality part to my game since I started playing. It's kind of one of the main reasons I actually got into it. I found out that I could swing a 6-foot pole at a guy and hit him like I would in football and not get a penalty, and that's really what dragged me towards lacrosse. I was kind of done sitting on center field, watching batters strike out. So that's kind of how I got into lacrosse. My brother played his whole life, and it really, the speed, the physicality, the skill set that was required by lacrosse really caught my attention when I was kind of towards the end of my baseball career.
Definitely. I mean, so lacrosse has, to me, 3 really electrifying moments, right? So a key goal, a big hit, and then a goal by a long pole. So, I mean, you have the potential to get the crowd going 2 different ways. I mean, nothing hypes up a crowd more than a long pole goal, at least in my opinion, or a big hit. Now, at the high school level, refs are calling things pretty cut and dry, especially on the West Coast where I'm at. Did your big hits ever gonna get you in trouble playing in high school with some tight officiating?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I owned the most penalty minutes when I was in high school, when I was in college, and I'm almost certain I owned the most penalty minutes with the Whips. That's a good thing, but I think I'm trending in that direction.
Well, I mean, every team needs an enforcer, so I mean, in hockey you can actually fight and everything. In the PLL, you can just lay somebody out, and that's kind of your role for the Whips, I guess.
I mean, I would say among other things.
Of course, you have a much larger role.
But yeah, I mean, I like the physical style of play that I'm able to bring in the pros. I think it's a little bit more physical than it was in college, and definitely more physical than it was in high school. So, I mean, I like that they let us play. If it comes to blows, and you keep your helmet on and punch a guy in the face, I'm super cool with that too. But yeah, I mean, I like them letting us play.
Yes.
For until it gets super dirty, and then I would say I'm not in that way. I'm not into all that.
No, I would
legal
agree.
hits, putting a shoulder into a guy, and kind of setting the tone. I mean, I like that. I think a couple other guys on the team like that. I think Tim Muller likes to throw the body, Tim Warner, or Ty Warner. Like you said before, I think Mike Earhart throws his body around.
Yeah.
Matt Dunn, I would be scared to see him hit someone.
He shows a lot of restraint.
Yeah, he does, because I think he hurt someone 230 pounds, 6'5".
Yeah.
That guy's a tree.
Definitely. So with that, the refs whole job, right, is player safety and to officiate, a fair competition. So like, where's the line to where a ref becomes more than just like an observer of the game and tries to like interfere? Like, where's that line at for you?
Oh, so I mean, I would say like kind of towards the end of games, like
Yeah.
where there's like, crucial moments in a game.
Close games, yeah.
If a close game,
Yeah.
absolutely. If a ref makes a call that could be on the fence, like either way, like if it's a no call, great. If it's a call, I'm like I'm kind of leaning on both ways. Like if it's a call towards us, like and our guys get a man up, I'm super cool with it.
Yeah.
So like I'm definitely a hypocrite when it comes to that. But if I'm on ball and I get called for a hold or a slash, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be really upset, especially at a crucial moment. But like I think the refs hold a lot of power in their hands, but I think the refs in the PLL do a phenomenal job. Like Matty
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
And the rest of the crew, they let the guys play. I would like I don't know a moment where the ref is coming to play and had a huge impact towards the end of a game. For the most part in the PLL, I think they call great games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, towards the end of the game, crucial moment, like if you're making a call that highest efficiency offenses in the country, and Coach Tuma, our defense coordinator, is the man. Like he is awesome in how he coaches, and he is super smart in how he handles the defense, and he's opened my eyes to new ways of doing things defensively, because I feel like me coming from where I came from and where I am now and playing in the system that I play for, it's like I could probably get stuck in my ways, and him and Coach Torby have opened my eyes to like new approaches to the game. It's like, oh shit, like I've never looked at it from that point of view, and I've never thought about it that way, and it like the last 9 months has just been unreal. So I've loved my experience here so far.
So with your defense at Maryland, you guys played a fairly conservative defense, not a lot of checks, really big focus on fundamentals. How does that compare to the defense that you guys are running at High Point?
I mean, it's very similar. Like I don't know. Yeah, it's very similar. It's great fundamentals. Communication, help defense. The basics of defense. We teach our guys to be good on the ball, to be good off the ball, to be good with the ball, and we just let the rest fall in place. With our systems and our schema and our schemes. But yeah, I mean, Coach Tuma worked alongside Jesse Bernhardt at Princeton. So I think he picked up a lot from Jesse there, and has put his own mix on things. He's also worked with Travis Crane from Ohio State. So I mean, he's worked with a lot of great defensive coordinators. Coach Torby has been a great defensive coordinator at Denver, Dartmouth, and then he was a great player at Ohio State. So they're just two great minds that have come together, and I think our schedule this year kind of, especially in the first half of the year, we kind of got beat up a little. We were taking our lickings, but just like any defense, any team, there's gonna be a turning point in a season where things start to click for guys, and that has come over the last 8 weeks, and we went from the defense that we were against the ACC teams and kind of the first part of our SoCon conference games to we're holding a top 15 team to 8 goals and in Richmond, and the guys are playing phenomenal, and things are really starting to clicking heading into Duke.
And as long as you're playing your best lacrosse by May, I mean, that's pretty much all that matters, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, scores in February to me, They don't really count as long as everyone's doing their job in there.
That's right.
They really don't. They really don't. Like, I mean, in terms of like, wins and losses, they'll always count, but the actual score, no one remembers the actual score. They'll remember the W or the L. And I can tell you firsthand, no one really cares what happens in February as long as you get it done in May.
That's right. They don't ask how, they ask how many, right?
There you go.
That's how the saying goes. So with that, are your guys still taking classes, or are they out of school? Is it just lacrosse now that they're able to focus on?
Yeah, our guys just finished up right before we went to the SoCon conference tournament last week. So I think they were done on Monday or Tuesday.
Wow.
I think they all finished up. So they're professional lacrosse players right now.
That's right. Prolax season, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get in the May and you're done school.
So what is
just lacrosse?
So what does your day look like as the director of ops at High Point?
Yeah. So waking up, we have so I have my child I take care of, my little furry yellow dog. Her name's Lemon. So
Okay.
I'm up at like 4:00, walking her, probably get her around 45 minutes of a walk, come back, take a shower, head into work, probably get to work at like 5:15, 5:30. And then from there, I'm setting up film for the day, anything the coach needs me to do. Then we have a staff meeting before practice to go over our plan for practice. We got practice from 7 to 9. After that, we're breaking down film, watching opponent for the upcoming week, game planning. I'll head back home, take my dog on another 45-minute walk, eat a little, go back to work. And then like I think in my position it's like pretty cool. Like I'll go out and like I'll take some of the guys and do some one-on-ones. So like we're like at times, like I don't know if we could actually air this, but like at times I'll jump into practice and I'll scrimmage with them. So like I think like honestly this is the best shape I've been in probably ever for like a season.
Wow.
Like over the last 9 months, like one-on-ones, like practicing with the guys. So like it hasn't been like 9 months of not playing lacrosse.
Wow. Yeah.
Which has been super cool for me. But yeah, that's kind of my typical day. Get in at 5:30, probably head out around like 3:30, and back home, walking my dog again, hanging out with her, and cooking some food and going to bed, doing it again.
Nice. So how long have you had Lemon?
I got her day 1 of quarantine.
Wow.
So March 15th.
The quarantine dog. Okay.
Oh, she's a quarantine puppy, and I was looking all over in Northern Virginia and DC area for litters for yellow labs. I couldn't find them because I feel like everyone had a hunch that like, we're gonna be locked up for a while.
Yeah.
So they were like all sold out. So like, I had to drive into the mountains of West Virginia, this dog farm, and I picked her up, and she was this like quiet little dog. And to this day, I don't know if she knows how to bark. Like she doesn't bark. Like I'm not joking. She really doesn't bark. Yeah, she's super chill. She just does. The trade-off is she doesn't bark, but she loves chewing my Apple Watch chargers, and that's it. She destroys them. Like,
just the Apple Watch chargers.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay.
Like I've gone through like 6 of them.
Really? 6?
Yeah, it's bad. It's
how much is one of those chargers?
Well, I get it off of Amazon for like $13.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I'll put some money into those. It's bad, but she's awesome, and yeah, she's great.
So where's your Apple Watch?
Right now, it's currently.
Is it not charged because of the charger?
It's not charged. It's
okay.
It's not charged. It's not charged because I haven't put it on the charger.
Right.
Yeah, today. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working with. But yeah, man, if she chewed another one, I'm at my breaking point with her chewing shit.
Right. So have you taken her to any sort of like training? I mean, how does that work in quarantine? Because I know when I got my dog, it was before quarantine, so we were able to take him to puppy classes so that he can like socialize with other dogs and like learn some things. Like, how do you do that during quarantine?
Yeah, I just trained her myself. I
Nice.
grew up with labs my
Nice.
whole life, and like my dad has been really good with training our dogs, and he kind of just like, hey, here's this book, read this, go do your thing.
And the book helped.
Watch some,
Like,
yeah, the book helps,
yeah.
and I watched some YouTube videos, and like I would ask him, but like I had so much time on my hands, like I was at home working, making phone calls and
Right.
emails. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, every 20 minutes we would go outside for a walk. It's like, all right, like I got time. I got time. But the worst was I had her for like 2 months, and then I went to the bubble. I left her home with my parents, and they spoiled her, and she lost all her training. So I had to reteach her. So that was probably the worst part. But yeah, I mean, dogs are awesome.
Dogs are
I'm a
awesome.
huge fan. I'm a huge fan. I might get like two more.
Two
I might be
more.
like Kyle Hartzell. I might be like Kyle Hartzell.
How many dogs does
Like
Hartzell have?
two
Oh, okay.
big behemoth dogs. But yeah, I'm a fan of dogs.
Nice. I have two dogs. I have one like semi behemoth dog. He's a German Shepherd Akita mix. He's awesome. And
Oh
then
yeah,
I have another dog who's a Shiba Inu, which is like the Doge dog.
yeah.
So she's kind of like a meme, but she doesn't she doesn't bark. So she's just like Lemon. Only it's their breed, like they don't bark, but they have this thing called like a Shiba scream where they kind of sound like a
Oh,
dolphin.
that's right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, it's
yeah,
weird,
yeah.
man. Like, it's weird when people come to watch our dogs. They're like, "Is this normal? Like, what a?"
Is she okay?
Yeah, no, she's okay.
That's funny. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I love big dogs. Like my dog, like I'm trying to fatten her up. She's like 70 pounds now. I'm trying to get her up to like 80
Ooh.
pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, she's dense, but like I think it's all muscle. Like she's just like
Yeah.
outside running, walking all the time.
That's right. No, that's about the same size as my dog. He was kind of like the runt of his litter. So, because normally Akitas and German Shepherds are pretty big, but he's only about like
Yeah.
75 pounds. So
Perfect size.
he is. It's the perfect size. Because any bigger and like that would hurt.
Yeah,
Like
too
if
big.
if he like would lay on you or
Yeah.
something like that. Like that'd
Like
be
my dog like sleeps on top of me and like kicks me in the face. Like
yeah.
I don't need like a 100-pound dog doing that.
Right.
I am fine with like 70 pounds.
So like on the weekends, does Lemon wake you up at like 5 a.m. just because that's what you're used to doing?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Earlier. It's like 4:30. It's like, yo, it's time to head out. I'm just like, yo,
Yeah.
give me like 10 more minutes.
I hear you
But
there.
yeah, she's great.
It's my dog does the same exact thing. My wife's a nurse, so she works 6 to 6, so she's up super early so that she can get to the hospital in time. And our dog thinks it's time to work every single day, like at 4:30, whatever wakes us up. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy. They get in a routine.
And they don't go back to bed.
I know.
They're up. They're up.
It's crazy. I guess it's training
Yeah.
for if we ever have kids, but
There you go.
there you go. I'm
Just
gonna be
prepping.
ready. Yeah, that's right. Just be
There
ready
you
to
go.
hop out of bed and deal with that. So with the championship, I almost said championship series coming up, but it's not even called that because you guys are having a real season this year.
Regular season.
Regular season. How excited are you?
Back to normal. I mean, I don't think I've been more excited for a season ever.
I'm in the same boat.
I mean, there's so like with the combined leagues now, or the combined talent. It's gonna be an awesome summer. I mean, you could just see by the drafts and the entry draft, the college draft. There's so much talent on the board. There's so much talent across the board. Teams are gonna be stacked, and it's gonna be an exciting summer. I can't wait. Can't wait for training camp.
And the college draft was even more stacked just because of those seniors that could come back for a 5th year. So
Yeah.
it was almost like 2 college drafts, like kind of prolonged into this year, and now it's just out of control. The talent on every team. Each team looks like an all-star team now. When I used to just think the Whips roster looked like an all-star team, now it's kind of spread it out a little bit more. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, there's unbelievable talent across the board, from top to bottom, every position on every team. So it's one, training camp is going to be awesome. It's going to be super competitive.
Yes.
Guys fighting for spots on a 19-man roster, 30 talented dudes per team. Like it's gonna be awesome. Like it's starting to feel more and more like a real professional league. Not that it's not that it hasn't already, but
Right.
now it's like your job's on the line every single week, and I think that's the best part.
Well, I mean, pressure makes diamonds. So like with this much talent coming in, you guys really do feel, a fire underneath you to perform when it counts. Because before, with there were two different pro leagues, and talent was a little bit diluted. Now it's unified into one league. I mean, how much does that play a role for like current members of the roster? Like, what's your guys' mindset going into training camp?
I mean, we've said it before. It's like, looking at it, it's like the best players don't win games. It's like the best, team wins games. So it's like, who works best with each other on offense? Because we have, in my opinion, we win every draft.
No, you can say it. That's right. Yeah.
I hate to say it, but like, I think we win every draft. Like, we get exactly what we need. We fill the spots that need to be filled. The college draft, I mean, the guys that we picked up,
studs.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, studs from top to bottom. The entry draft, same thing. Like, super talented guys we picked up. And it's like, looking at it, you only get 19 guys on a roster. It's like you get X amount of midfielders, X amount of attack, defense, face-off guys, goalies. So it's like who works best with each other, who plays within the system. That's kind of been created over the past 2 years of playing on the D side and on the O side. And then like you take the best 19 guys into week one and you go from there. Like it's like, I love it. I think it's the best part. And that's for everyone. Like everyone's got, 30, phenomenal dudes.
That's right.
Phenomenal lacrosse players, going to training camp, trying to fight for a spot. So
do they need to increase the roster size?
I don't think so. I think the roster size increase for the bubble was great, just for the amount of games we were playing and not a lot of time. I thought that was awesome, but I think the roster size of 19 is a perfect size. Maybe 20 if it was going to go any.
Yeah, even it out. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's 19 is just going to make it super competitive. And I think that's the best part about our league. You're just going to put the best product out there. I mean, for a league like ours, it's all about putting the best product out there and growing the game, week by week, And when you do that by putting the best product out there. So I think that's the best part.
Definitely. And with putting the best product out there, with the PLL being a travel league, or a touring league, you guys go city to city. What city are you most excited to visit this summer?
Minnesota. Without a doubt.
Minneapolis, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you so excited?
From what I hear, like it's going to be packed. I've done a couple camps out there, and the kids love it out there. I mean, they really, they're super fans of the sport. The sport is growing out there exponentially, and like the kids are like really good. So that would be my favorite like non-traditional place we're going. Now, other than that, like anywhere that's close to home that like my family can come see, like I love playing there. Like having the championship game in Philly last year or 2 years ago, awesome. I think the semifinals are there. So doing our best to make it back there, would be special to have, my family come and see. But I think Long Island or New York is on the 4th of July, so that should be pretty cool.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. That should be pretty cool. And then Atlanta's always fun. And then I'm not sure where we go out west. Where we go? San Jose?
San Jose, yeah, that's the All-Star game. And then Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs, yeah. I mean, all phenomenal spots. Like, they're great spots. and they always do super well with bringing in fans in those spots. So it's awesome. Like the PL does a great job of marketing and getting people in seats. So I think I said every spot on the map.
You're excited for the whole summer, man.
I know. I really am.
You're ready.
I really am.
So after games, so you guys fly in the day before, correct?
Yep.
And try to get into practice. So after your guys' games, what does that look like? Do you try to go out with teammates after? Where's the party go after the field, I guess?
I would say done playing, bus back to the hotel. Then it's like most of the time guys know a spot or two just from playing in that spot before, or they're from there.
Sure.
So we'll just follow them around. And then most of the time, like every team goes out together.
Right.
Or like a good majority of the teams will go out together and have a good time. Because a lot of us have played with each other in college, or back in the MLL, or from recent PLL days.
Right.
Years, and trades happen, but the lacrosse community is super small, especially like professionally. Like, and everyone's a good guy. So, from what I can tell, everyone's a good dude. So it makes it a lot easier to go out and to have a couple sodas with them.
That's right. So what was your favorite city year one of the PLL to go to just to visit?
I mean, DC is always fun. I really like DC. Non-traditional, I would say Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta. What is it? A-Town or ATL?
ATL.
ATL? Yeah, it was a good time. It was fun. I think we lost that game. I think that was our first loss in 19. But it was a nice city. Like, we stayed in a great hotel right downtown, and got to see Atlanta, the city, in our short stay after. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah.
Well, you know where the championship is this year, right?
DC.
Right?
Yeah. Audi Field. Audi.
Audi Field, I think.
Like
yeah. Whatever the Germans call it. Yeah. Nice.
I mean, one of the nicest stadiums we played in.
Really, was
19. It? Yeah. It's beautiful.
So as far as like facilities that you guys get, the locker rooms and everything, what was like the nicest like facilities that you guys played at in the last 2 years?
It's a tough one. I would say Denver's like MLS stadium was awesome. I think we played where the Columbus Crew play. Like I just love MLS stadiums. One,
right.
I'm a big fan of grass now. Like like soccer grass, like nice kept grass. Huge fan of it. Like I'm done with turf.
Of course.
Yeah, done with turf. The All-Star game in 19 was, I think, a brand new stadium in the LA Galaxy, and that was
sick.
Coolest. Yeah, it was the coolest MLS stadium.
Yeah, it was super nice. It was
but,
hot. But it was really nice.
Oh, it was hot.
Yeah.
But MLS stadiums are awesome. I mean, I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. I almost don't want to say it.
Let's hear it.
But the best venue for lacrosse, I think, in any capacity is Birdwood. Or is it Homewood? No, it's Birdwood. It's Birdwood.
It's Homewood.
Yeah. No, it's Birdwood. It's Birdwood. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Homewood Field where Hopkins plays?
Yeah.
It's Homewood.
Birdwood.
It's called Homewood.
It's Birdwood.
Okay, you can call it Birdwood.
Yeah, that's for all my terps out there. Birdwood.
That was probably my. I think I told somebody, it might have been done. I told him it was my favorite game, other than the championship game, obviously, in the 2019 season, was that Homewood game against Atlas. The first sold out game. I mean, man, and you guys just absolutely just destroyed them.
Well, it was a really close game until Mike put a 2-bomb in at the end, and we kind of pulled away. But it was really close. I mean, they've always given us
or was
really
it the
good
second game that you guys won by like, you beat Atlas by like 9 or 10 one time? I can't remember.
That was this past summer. We kind of beat
was
up
it? Okay.
But in 19, we played them to, it was like 15-11 the first game, but it was like close until like the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And then the second time we played them was super close, and we won by 2. But like, it was like the last 2 minutes of the game again. So like, they played us really close.
Yeah.
I mean, that team was stacked in 19. Ton of good players.
Oh, they were. Now they have like a whole new team. I mean, how do you... Who's on that team? Just like, Trevor and
they have I think they got their whole defense.
They got Durkin still.
I think they have Durkin, Cade, and Pafani and Kincannon. I think they have, I don't even know who they're, I think KU is still on the team. And they have like Craig Chick, I think. But yeah, they still got Trevor. And then their offense is like brand new.
It's totally brand new.
Yeah, but like, I'm a big fan of like Eric Law. Like, I think Eric Law is like a stud. Like,
Eric Law is a stud.
He's one. Yeah, I think he's one of the remaining 6 that started for him last year. Maybe Romar Dennis, again, another stud.
Yep.
But yeah, big fan of Eric. Like, I think he's one of the craftiest attacking, like, in the league by far, or the smartest. He's definitely the smartest. One of the smartest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, attackmen are always super crafty and smart. Yeah, exactly. They're a pain in the ass.
He's a pain in the ass to play against. But yeah. Just a FYI, I think I got like 5% left on my phone. I'm bad. Okay.
All right, no problem.
My bad, boss.
Well, we'll finish it off here with one last question. So, with you being a Jersey guy, okay, what's the can't miss Jersey food spot? Okay, visiting New Jersey, in your hometown.
Well, it's actually like the town over. It's in this town called Northfield.
Northfield.
And it's this spot called Rose's Garden Grill. They make the best chicken cutlet sandwich.
Okay.
And
shout out Rose Garden
Grill.
That's
it. Rose's Garden Grill,
Rose's
Northfield,
Garden Grill. Okay.
Jersey. If you're going to Ocean City, it's John and Patty's.
John and Patty's.
On God, what's the street? It's just John and Patty's.
Okay.
So it's like it's sixth and something. Can't remember.
No worries, man. No worries.
Great spot. And then the Crab Trap. I mean, if you've been to like the Jersey Shore, like, you know the Crab Trap.
The Crab Trap.
Yeah, not the Jersey Shore. It's like, we're not the Jersey Shore. We're like an hour south, hour and a half south. The Jersey Shore. That's crazy. But yeah, man. Listen, I appreciate you having me on. This was an awesome talk. I'd like to think we're both super excited for this upcoming summer.
Dude, we're jacked, dude. We're jacked.
And everything that the summer has to bring. So I love your content, man. I think it's awesome. Yeah, man. Thanks again for having me.
Well, dude, I appreciate that, especially coming from you. Where can people find you on your socials?
I'm not a big social guy. But,
I know. Trying to prepare for this interview was tough because you're like very limited on there, which is cool. Off the radar, I like it. Yeah, I'm
off the radar. But my Instagram, if you want to see pictures of me and my dog, is like it's like Bryce_Y6. I don't know what it is to be.
I'll put it up there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and then
shout out Lemon.
It's just shout out Lemon. Like, if you want to see pictures of me and Lemon, like, go for it. I probably won't post any pictures of me playing lacrosse on there.
That's my job. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, you're a good guy. And then like, go Whips.
That's right. Go Whips. There you have it, guys. Bryce Young. Thank you, Bryce.
Thanks, brother. See you, man.
If you made it here to the end of the video, go ahead and comment down below your favorite part of the interview, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please go hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more Whipsnakes content.